It was really fun showing you the decor in part one. Part two today, we're gonna talk about the menu. I had so much fun putting together this circus inspired menu. The circus has great inspiration for food, but I wanted this party to be elevated. It's our grown up dinner party version of the circus. So I took some traditional fair food like popcorn and cotton candy and hot dogs, and I tried to elevate them a little bit for our circus chic dinner party. Welcome! We're ready for the party! Let me share with you all the things I got made ahead of time, how I planned out my schedule, and got ready for this menu.
Once I had the table all set and ready, it was time to focus on food. And the first thing I worked on were the potatoes. I wanted to serve crispy French fries. And I did a little trial weeks before the party, making some fresh cut fries in my fryer, and I was really disappointed with them because they were kind of soggy. So this took me down a rabbit hole of Googling and trying to learn how to make the crispiest French fries ever. And I probably did 4 or 5 batches before I was really happy on how they turned out. Well, you can learn from all my experimenting, and let me tell you what I ended up going with. The first thing we needed was russet potatoes, and yeah, the kind of potato you use makes a difference. Then we cut up our slices, and don't cut them too thick. The ones I made earlier as a test that were wider, they didn't get as crispy. The next step is you need to soak them in cold water for at least 24 hours. And yes, how long you soak them also makes a difference. So you need to start this process like several days out from when you're actually serving the chips. Once they've been soaking at least 24 hours, then you can drain them in a colander and then rinse them off. And you can see in the bottom of the bowl some of the extra potato starch that comes out of them and helps them to be more crispy. Then you need to dry them off really thoroughly with some clean kitchen towels. Next, they get coated in a little cornstarch. We experimented with and without the cornstarch, and it really does make a difference and make a crispier fry. So coat them in the cornstarch and then dump them out on a tray and let it sort of set and dry before the first fry. They get blanched in oil for their first fry at 325 for only about 5 minutes until they're softened. Then they need to get refrigerated. This was all our prep work, and I'll show you as the day progressed how we finished the fries for the actual party. They can stay in the fridge for several days after this first fry, which is great for getting ahead on your party work. A couple days before the actual party, I was also working on this little project. These are pretzel cigarettes coated in chocolate. They're not real cigarettes, they're just made to look like them. I had seen this trend on Instagram of people doing like 3-tiered trays with cigarettes and matches at parties, and I thought it looked kind of chic and kind of fit our elevated circus vibe. My friends don't smoke, so I came up with this chocolate version, and they're actually so yummy because the saltiness of the pretzel with the chocolate is, and then the crunch of the sugar on the end that looks like ashes, really, really yummy, addictive, like you want to keep eating them. I did this in part because I thought it kind of embraced the maybe darker, seedier side of the circus as well. Think of carnies working the circus in their break room, smoking, drinking, playing cards. I also brought in some faux tattoos for this area, just as like a fun little addition. So to make the pretzels, all I did was use pretzel rods at various lengths, and then I dipped most of it in white chocolate, leaving like a 1/2 inch of the brown so they would look more like real cigarettes. And then once that hardened, I dipped the white end into some red chocolate and then some sugar crystals. I dyed these coarse sugar pieces with a little black food coloring. And then I mixed that with some of the white sugar that was left and put in the ashtray once these were all set. I picked up the crystal ashtray at the thrift store, and it's just such a fun addition to the party. And as I already said, really, really yummy. The day before the party, I also prepped this strawberry compote. So I just started with frozen strawberries, added sugar, lemon juice, and vanilla, and then let those cook down on the stove until they were almost like a jam. If you're from Ontario, you know the theme park Canada's Wonderland, and they always serve this with the funnel cakes. And it was such a good addition to the dish, and it was great to get it made and in the fridge the day before. On the morning of our actual circus party, one of the first cooking jobs I did was make the funnel cake batter. It's pretty easy to mix together. It's very similar to like a pancake batter. So I mixed that up ahead of time and put it into a Ziploc bag, which worked perfectly. There's different ways you can form your funnel cake in the oil. The name comes from using an actual funnel, and I have one of the funnels and it has like a little stopper for the bottom, but I've used like a squirt bottle, and I've also just used a simple Ziploc where you squeeze it, just cut the corner off the bag. And I have to say, I think the Ziploc bag is the easiest to use. Once I had my batter together, I did a little test fry. I also used it for photographing some pictures for the blog post, which was perfect. I decided to do them slightly smaller for the actual dinner party, but this big one was so delicious. If you're afraid of using a fryer, don't be. It is so worth it for the result. Here's my finished one, and this was our breakfast dessert. So good. The day of the party was really busy for me, trying to photograph the space, do the funnel cake blog post. My husband was helping work on the food for the hot dog toppings, and my daughter made the pretzels. Her and her friend were there helping out. My daughter actually worked at a camp a few summers ago, a cooking camp, and they made these pretzels like every day. So she got really good at making them, which I was thankful for because I've never made them. So it was super helpful for her and her friend to do this job for me. And they were so cute with the videos.
Sometimes you'll make a mess, but it's okay.
Life's messy.
Clean it up. Don't cry over spilled milk, or in this case, spilled pretzel dough.
And then it got kneaded and had to rise, so we set that aside. I was then on to making the truffle popcorn. I did a little tester bowl and used it to shoot the blog post, and they couldn't stop eating the popcorn, even though I was like, girls, I need to photograph it. And in fairness, I was eating some too. Next, I wanted to get a few shots of this coffee table sideshow area while the light was good. And after this little photo shoot, it was on to making the sauce to go with our pretzels. We went with this beer cheese sauce, and it was so yummy. The pretzels and the beer cheese sauce were a highlight of the whole menu. They might have been everybody's favorite, and this whole course was made by my daughter Maddie and her friend Victoria. It was also a great make-ahead element of the menu. We made it and then put it in the fridge and reheated it afterwards. Then the pretzel dough was ready to be rolled out. This was a bit of a labor of love. Lots of stretching and rolling and forming into the traditional pretzel shape. And then they got boiled and then sprinkled with salt and baked. They looked amazing, and then we just set them aside, and when it was time to actually serve them, I heated them up for a few minutes on a cookie sheet so they were nice and warm, and I heated up the beer cheese sauce, and it was all just perfect. My sweet husband prepped all the hot dog buffet toppings, so we were ready.
Yes.
I'm very glad to be done the prep work.
Well, we've been prepping this menu for days. In about 1 hour, my guests are going to arrive, so it's time for me to get changed, light the candles, and enjoy this party. Come back for part 3, where I'm going to share the actual party, see me plating up all this, and let's see if it all goes to plan. And then I'm also going to do a little debrief after, where we talk about what worked, what didn't work so well. You can also watch part 1 of this video, where I shared the decor, how I made this amazing circus tent. Be sure to come back every month for a different theme, like the video, and subscribe. Thanks for making life a party with me.